amigos, and welcome to today's video. Mother is here on the side. Hi. She might butt in some points of this video, but for today's video, as I said before, I'm gonna show you guys all of the 7 apartments we went to before we found the one and only home. This is our home. I'm also making this video kind of dedicated to everyone who didn't grow up in Denmark, who aren't Danish. Because our situation is kind of a mixed situation since we are Swedish citizens, but I just wanted to say that so that the ones who are international know too that I'm gonna give you guys tips. Okay, anyways, let's start. Okay, apartment number 1. This apartment is really interesting because Mama found this one while we were still in the US. And so we were kind of fixated on this one apartment, that this would be the one. Because it wasn't that expensive. It was below 1 million Danish crowns. So it's in Helsingør. And this is another thing we were very fixated on, that it would be in Helsingør. We wanted to be far enough from the city, but also close enough that we could still get there, but then also close to Sweden. We knew the layout of everything because we saw it online, but I don't think I realized how tiny it really was. When we got in there, I was like, oh my goodness, it's like Harry Potter's dungeon. Harry Potter's attic. The ceiling part, it's slanted like sideways
because it's the attic.
Yes, it's the top floor and it's so high up on the 3rd floor, but basically 4th floor if you count the 1st floor, because here they count from the 2nd floor to be the 1st floor. The 1st floor is the ground floor. We got shown around this apartment and I was gonna mention all of the Realtor company names because I wanted to out them, because this first apartment, the ones who showed us around, this company we did not like. But I'm gonna be on the positive side and only gonna mention the good ones, because just don't go to the ones we don't mention then. So this first one, it was not a good Realtor company, and he could barely speak English. We spoke in English just because even though we can speak Danish, it's just so much easier to do it in English. We got to the kitchen part and it's not even kitchen. There's no oven, there's no stove. There's like this microwave, they put it in the cabinet.
No, like a mini
oven. It wasn't a microwave, it was like an oven.
A toaster, really.
Yeah. And then the fridge was one of those tiny fridge you see in when you go to hotels, and there's like a mini fridge. One of those.
A little bigger than that.
Yeah, maybe. And then a tiny freezer. If you guys know us, we need food. We need lots of food, and that's not enough. In this area in the kitchen where it looked like you will put, like the place where you put the orphans in the movies, we were planning on turning it into a pantry. And while we were looking around, I was like, we could make this work, you know, we could make it work. Because we were so invested in this apartment, we still kind of just excused everything. We're like, I mean, the slanted thing, we could work on that. I mean, at least there's a good view, we could see the sea. And then with the kitchen, we will just buy a, you know, portable stove. Well, maybe we could buy a bigger fridge one day. So we were trying to, you know, fix all of the problems. The thing I hated too, because this Realtor really made everything worse. He was like pushing us, very pushy. Wanted us to, you know, sign straight away, because apparently the parents of the kid who lived there were gonna buy it if we didn't. And so we felt super stressed because he was pushing us so much. And right after, we called a lawyer straight away. A big tip, guys: get a Boligadvokat, a bully lawyer. It's called Boligadvokat. Yeah, it's called a Boligadvokat. You need them. I know in other countries you don't really use a lawyer to buy a place, but here you need one. Because they make you sign so fast, and if you want to get out of that contract, the only way to do it is with this lawyer, Boligadvokat. So we called one straight away, and we were so happy we got one super fast. Later we'll find out. Later in the story you will find out she was no bueno, but we were planning on signing for this apartment. This is the same for all of the apartments I'm gonna show about Helsingør. We were thinking that, you know, if I'm gonna go to school, it's a bit hard to go to school from Helsingør. Then I would have to travel all the way to Copenhagen. so it's a bit far. Another one was the stairs. It's so far up. What if we get injured? It's gonna take forever to get up the stairs. And then the slanted walls we didn't like. The building was quite old. It's one of those I feel like the building is gonna get burnt one day because it was quite outdated. In the apartment they did a good job. They had previously remodeled it like a few months before that, but I don't think I filmed that. The laundry is on the bottom. So for most of apartments here in Denmark, basement and like the laundry, basement is you get like a room to put your storage things in there, are usually in the actual basement. It's on the bottom and you feel like you're gonna get killed in there. That's the usual, that's a normal here in Denmark.
I don't like that.
Yeah, we did not like that. And then, you know, the roof was slanted, kitchen was small. In the end we said no, goodbye, thank you. Apartment number 2. This one is when we started getting a way better experience. So we switched real estate company, which was such a good thing to do, because my mom, she was looking on Boligadvokat a lot. If you guys need to look for apartments, that's a good site, no?
It's an app, yeah.
Boligadvokat, it's an app as well. This one was also in Helsingør. So when we got to this apartment, we were very careful because now we had experience.
We're experts.
After that first place, because we went there, by the way, 2 times. So after that first experience, we were like, we're gonna be more careful. When we were looking on the app, I was thinking, oh, this place looks pretty good. And Mama was like, yeah, I quite like it. And then we were looking, the rooms were divided, you know, they had, you know, doors. Usually here, a lot of apartments are just open. When we got there, it was so much different than the photos. They did an amazing job taking the photos. This is why you have to go out and look at apartments, because they look a bit different than the photos. The number 1 realtor company we liked was EDC. I'm gonna mention them because they are very nice.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking for an apartment, especially if you're a foreigner like us, I guess we're not really foreigners, but in a way we still are, choose EDC. Most of them are good with English, very efficient and organized. So when we got there, we met this guy, and oh my goodness, he was quite young. He was younger than me, 24 I think. Oh my god, it was so nice. He made the whole experience so much better. We just came from a horrible experience. We got to him, like he was like, oh, he was amazing. We were very, very happy straight away because of him. That was a big pro of this place. So it's not really the place, but the guy who was showing us around. This apartment, so we got in there, it's quite big and lots of rooms, like I said earlier, so we quite like that. Quite fast though, when we did get into the bedroom, I remember I was like, oh, this is quite good. I liked the view, even though it was just, you know, the road and other houses, but it felt quite homey, you know, in the bedroom. Okay, then we got into the hallway and we saw the bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom.
The bathroom, guys, I have to say, it was the scariest bathroom I've ever seen. It was like, you get in there, 1 step, you go to left 1 step, that's it. The bathroom, the shower, everything. Oh, that was the most horrible thing. Into the kitchen, and the space I guess was okay, but it felt very crowded because it's just like this hallway type of thing, and then on the side, that's where you cook, and then that's, you know, the islands are on your side, and you have to like, and we're 2 people, and like if both Mom and I are in the kitchen, we would be like that, like sardines. And then
there's a tiny dishwasher
didn't want to open, and it was like stuck. Yeah, and then I was like, what is this door? And because there was a door in there, what is this? I opened it. It's like one of those barn doors where half can open. You can open the top half or the bottom half or both. And I was like, what is this? And I looked, and it was another Harry Potter style thing, where it looked like, you know, in those horror movies where they trap, you know, the kidnapped kids and they put them in the basement. It looked like that, because when you open it, it looks like, you know, not Cinderella, Rapunzel's tower, you know. Then we got into the living room, which I was okay with. The floor was a bit squeaky. And then I didn't like the view because the view was of the garden, of the common garden, which, oh my goodness, I don't know if you can count that as a garden. The realtor was so nice. He was like, oh, there's a door here for the, you know, going to the laundry. Oh, and it felt like Dexter was gonna pop out because it was another scary place. And the good thing though was it's a free laundry. You get free laundry. You can do free laundry, which was really nice. It was included in the monthly, you know, fees, but you don't have to pay for each time you go. You could wash your laundry every day, and it wouldn't be more expensive.
But going down, you'll get a heart attack every time.
And you
might fall.
We almost hit our heads. I don't know how many times.
He hit his head.
He did?
Yes.
Another con was that the guy, he was like a carpenter. And so
the owner.
Yeah, the owner. What did I say?
The guy.
Oh, the owner. The realtor was like, yeah, so I think the realtor thought this was a good thing to say. I don't know, because to us this was not a positive thing. The realtor was like, yeah, the guy who lives here, he's a carpenter, and whenever something gets damaged, he just fixes it himself. He just fixes it himself, DIYs it.
Or I think you just say he just fixes it.
Yeah, anyways, he just, you know, you guys know what I mean. And Mom was like, huh? Oh, okay. Because that was not a good thing, because, you know, the bathroom, it was obviously DIY'd. I mean, it looked like a kid did that. And then the kitchen, I don't know.
I mean, he couldn't control that, but he didn't.
He did the weird ventilation thing where he put like a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In the end of this, we were like, yeah, we're not interested. And the realtor was so nice. He had his iPad with him.
No, we didn't say it right away. That's why he kept on asking.
Yeah, but we were like, yeah. And so he kind of felt it, I think, because he said, oh, I have these 2 other apartments. You guys want to look at these?
Yes.
And he showed them on his iPad, and we're like, yes. This is where we go on to apartment number 3. This apartment is also in Helsingør, and
it's our
the
favorite.
realtor was so insanely nice. This was a few days after. He drove us. We got to Snekkesten something, picked us up with his car, drove us to this apartment and to apartment 4. So this is personally my top favorite, and I was distraught when we did not get this place. As you can see on the outside, so insanely beautiful. There's this thing called ejerforening. And an ejerforening is the ones, it's like this huge company who takes care of the whole building, because you, as an apartment owner, you don't own the whole building. You
don't own the land.
Yeah, you own your apartment, but you don't own the walls on the outside.
No.
You don't own, you know,
the inside.
So you own the inside. So the ejerforening are the ones who are gonna fix, you know, the outside. So a good tip is when you go out and look for apartments, ask your realtor, oh, what can you say about this ejerforening? You want the ejerforening to be a good, reputable ejerforening, okay? Obviously, this was a good ejerforening. You can see how clean everything was. They had these really cool looking trash cans where you just throw it in there. You can't see, you can smell the trash because it goes underground. Very high tech. Then we got to the door, and we're like, oh no, because it doesn't have one of those intercoms so you can bell to the apartment, because we really wanted a really safe place. That's so important for us. And so the front door is not locked, so that was one thing. I was like, Then we went up the stairs.
Entrance door.
We went up the stairs, and it was so clean. It smelled so fresh, because it was. Everything was fresh and new, basically. We got to our floor, and I was like, this is like in Dexter. Dexter has this apartment in Miami where it looked just like that. Basically, without the palm trees, where it's like a long hallway, and everyone, you know, when you go out of your apartment, you can see your neighbors, and then there's this section where there's glass and you can see into the kitchen. And it's just like in Dexter. So anyways, we went in there. First thing we saw was the kitchen. I wanted to cry. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, the kitchen is so big, and it was such a refreshing sight because all of the other apartments, the two other apartments didn't have a big kitchen, and we're like, yes, big kitchen. And I said this so fast, I was like, I love this place. Just after seeing the kitchen and the giant fridge and freezer, the cabinets, it was see-through with a glass, you could see into the cabinets with lights in the cabinets, the floor the floor.
Is this the one with the sky roof in the bathroom?
Then we turn to our right and it's the hallway. You even get a little hallway where you can put your, you know, jacket, and you get into the bathroom. And we were looking around in the bathroom. Oh, you noticed the really high-tech toilet where, you know, when you press on the thing, it's
on the wall.
It's on the wall with the metal thing, not the button. You know that you know that it's high-tech when you see that. There was an area for the washing machine, laundry machine, I mean. This shower had one of those, you know, rain showers.
Like waterfall.
Then the realtor was like, and look up, there's also
a sky
roof. And my mom was like so shocked. She was looking around, as you can see in the video, and she was like, oh my god. Because she loves sky roofs. We had one in Oregon,
but no balcony on this. I mean, there's a balcony for everyone.
Then we went into the bedroom. The bedroom wasn't that big. This was definitely the smallest bedroom, I think, possibly, that we saw. The bedroom wasn't super big, but it's big enough. But on the wall they had a built-in cabinet, which we loved, and the view from the bedroom, all green. Then we went into the living room. Oh my goodness. We wanted to keep if we were gonna pick this place, we were gonna keep the dining table because it's one of those hardwood dining tables. We were just falling in love straight away. Like, everything in this place was perfect. And then plus EDC, the realtor company, was perfect too. So now you guys must be thinking,
why didn't you get it?
Why are you not living in apartment number 3? We are not millionaires. And this place was a bit above our budget. And then we're slowly realizing too that it was a bit harder, you know, to get, you know, groceries, and we would have to bike a lot, and then, you know, there was so many.
That's not even in, was that in Helsingør? No.
It was a bit on the outer part of Helsingør. So that, and then the window in the kitchen that I said that looked so cool, like Dexter, I was very worried that what if somebody breaks in through that. I mean, it probably won't happen, but it's so easy, you know, to smash a window, and I don't know if I could sleep with a window like that, you know, connected to all the hallways.
And it's a bit intrusive. What if someone just pops there, and it's harder to say no, we're not home.
Yeah, I don't know. So apartment number 4, we went there on the same day. So the realtor drove us to the other apartment, so incredibly nice. So it was still EDC who was showing us around. Mama was very pro this apartment number 4. I was pro apartment number 3. So we went to apartment number 4, and in my brain I had already set my brain on apartment number 3. I was like, no more. She loves this place because there's a balcony. It's on the outside. It was alright. It was alright, you know, kind of old looking apartment. Then we got into the apartment and I was like, no. The bathroom had a sliding door.
Oh, that one.
I looked into the bathroom and it's like a strange looking structure because it's elongated like a hallway, and you look in there on the very end corner, that's the shower, and then the toilet. The sink is in between the shower and the toilet. I don't know, I did not like the way they organized it. Then you walk in, and then to the left is the dining room, and it just, I don't know, I did not like it because it just felt so tight in there. We got to the kitchen part, again, felt super tight, the kitchen. And I don't like it when it's like a kitchen that's like rectangular and all of the things are around you. I feel like I'm in a coffee shop or something. I'm working in a coffee shop where, you know, you have to have everything right by you. I did not like that. And then we got into the bedroom, which was huge, and also that makes sense why the apartment was so tiny looking, because all of the space they put in the bedroom. And it was a huge bedroom. This place though, what I liked about the fact that the bedroom was big is we could easily split the bedroom into two, so we could have like our own rooms. And then there's also a balcony. The balcony was gorgeous because you could sit out there, look outside, eat some food, and also have plants. If you guys have been watching for some time, you know that we started getting obsessed with plants. As you can see behind, we have plants all over the place. It's not obvious here, but we have a lot of plants now. Pros was there was pretty backyard, lots of space for working out. The backyard was pretty and it's enclosed, so nobody can see you, so you have privacy. There was a laundry room, but it was just two, so a washer and a dryer, and I don't know, it felt like missing. There was something, it felt like people had stolen the laundry machines, because it looked so odd with the two of them separated like that. But yeah, that would not have been enough because we use a lot of clothes. We like to launder our clothes. We're clean, not filthy people. The Ayod gift, which Ayod gift is like the monthly, I guess, kind of like when you pay rent, you have to pay like a monthly thing.
It's a monthly fee. It's not rent.
It's not rent, but I guess if you're used to rent, it's kind of like that. But it's a monthly fee you pay to keep everything in check, like the outside, and you know, for the ejerforening, so everything is perfect. Then another pro was the fireplace. There was like kind of like a fireplace type thing, which Mama really liked. I was not so much into it, but you know, it was a very peaceful and safe place. I will say that, right next to all of the dead people.
What? What's it?
It's next to the cemetery.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice. Did I see it? No.
Yeah, and it's close to the groceries and the station, so that was another good thing. The cons was the bedroom did not have a door.
Oh yeah, that's
but
weird.
We planned on putting a door there, but you know, it's just hassle. We actually thought we were gonna get this place and we got so close. Too close. Too close.
Too close.
We said yes to this place, apartment number 4. We were like, yeah, you know, we'll get it. I was not happy, you know, I was not happy because I wanted apartment number 3, but I was like, fine, Mama, fine. I can't tell you guys the whole real reason why we had to say no, but basically it was some bank things that happened with the bank, and we couldn't get it to fit, and because of that we couldn't. We already signed, okay? So when you sign, you have like 6 or so days before to change your mind. But if you do not have a Boligadvokat and you change your mind within those 6 days, even if you are allowed to change your mind, but you have to like pay a percentage.
Yeah.
Imagine who would do that? Who would be? Yeah, I'll just throw in 100,000. Thankfully, we did have a Boligadvokat, even though.
But she wouldn't like almost allow us to say no, and so in the end we only talked in the phone. And she was like she was like, wait
before you say. So we signed, okay, and then we were talking to our Boligadvokat. We were talking back and forth. She took forever to answer her phone. She would not answer her phone because she was busy. And
it was so hard getting hold of her.
So hard, which that should not happen.
We like rang the office several times, and I said, we are running out of time. I need to talk with her.
She was a snob.
Yeah.
And so it was very stressful for us because of her. The EDC was so incredibly nice, and they were like, it would work out, you know. But we were stressing because we only had a few days left.
Yes.
Yeah. And we were like, oh my god, what will happen when these 6 days are over? What will happen? We were freaking out because we are quite new to this, you know, new buying adventure.
She was lying. I asked her like, oh, so we're going to pay for that, right? And she said, no, you're not going to.
Yes, she said, so she said this, if we did not buy the place within 6 days, say yes to it, you know, confirm everything and stuff, we did not have to, you know, pay any fee. And I asked her, specifically me, I was like, do we have to pay a fee if we cannot say yes, even though we've signed? She said no.
And then
we talked to her again,
And then she said, oh, you have to like, you should say yes to this now, or you might pay a fee. And I said, no, we already asked you if we have these days to say yes or no. And you are our lawyer, right? That's your obligation, right? I said that. I was like super strict, and then she backed off and she said, oh yeah.
It took so long.
If we weren't strict, love, then we would like, how would...
And not only phone calls, guys. This was emails and emails.
Yeah, we would end up paying and not getting it.
And
that's
so
why.
there's a rule here for most Boligadvokat lawyers, where if you do not get the apartment or the house, if you don't get eventually buy it, you don't have to pay the lawyer, because they basically did not do their job to the fullest. That was also the case with her, and I asked her in the end, so we don't pay you, right? And she was like, no, you don't.
No.
But you know, it's not, we don't feel guilty about it at all,
because she wasn't nice.
No. So she did in the end do her job and got us out of the contract, which is her job.
And this is another advice: if you seem shy, like me, I seem shy. I'm not shy, but people think I'm shy. But you have to be firmer from the beginning. You can just, oh yeah, no.
Yes, that's another thing, another tip, guys. When you're looking for apartments, even anywhere abroad or no, you can't.
Especially here.
If you're like me, where I'm actually shy. You have to bring an extrovert with you, or a Filipino, or you know, somebody who's a lot more confident, because
and who can get angry.
I can do that in email. I was the one who was emailing, but I can't be the one talking like that. I can't do that unless I get actually mad, which did happen at one point. So that is why we did not get apartment number 4. We were so close. We were like planning on buying stuff. We were super close, but this experience really scared us. So we
changed the lawyer.
Yeah, so we started thinking maybe we shouldn't buy in Helsingør. So this is when the journey changed.
There's nothing wrong with Helsingør, but our experience.
This is when it changed, and we started looking into Copenhagen. Apartment number 5. So this apartment is quite laughable. By far the worst one I've ever seen in my life. Yes. I went to this place before Mama went. I went just on the outside, you know, I biked there. And
yeah, you did.
I was able to bike to that place from central Copenhagen, because that's where we were staying during all of this. We were thinking about getting some place that's not super far. Mama was quite a new cyclist at this time, and she was falling like every time, you know, getting black eyes, and you know, I was like, we have to get a safer place, an easier place to get to on bike, where Mama can, you know, bike without falling on her face. When I got to this place, I was like, I loved the neighborhood. It was right next to like a pension house. Like, that's fine, they're not noisy, you know, so it's also close to like a lake, you know. It was just so pretty, the area. Yeah, that's the good thing about this place, you know. And I got there and I was like looking up, and it was a huge apartment complex, okay? And I'm like, I don't know, it's giving me like,
even outside,
it was giving me like city, cheap, student housing vibes. Everything's tight and creepy. And I went up, there was an elevator, you know. I went up, a scary one. I went up one apartment. So this is just like with a Dexter apartment, where there's windows and, you know, the hallway, which I did not like. And so I was walking, one guy, girl, woman, whatever, alien, put foil on her windows. I was thinking, oh no, there's something wrong with this place. The next time Mama came and we had an appointment, I wish so bad that I could mention the real estate company, but just
why not?
This guy, we met up with him. Straight away though, he gave me the wrong vibe.
He was a jerk.
We got there and he didn't even, usually all of these realtors would meet us outside of the apartment and bring us in. That's just like a custom. You know, you do that to be polite. Even Danes, you know, they have to really sell the place, you know, that's their job. And this guy, so we got there, he went up the elevators, elevator, and he met us next to the apartment.
Because we wouldn't fit.
No, but he should have went with us, and while we go up the stairs, he talks about the place. Yeah. That's what all of the other realtors did. There's windows, you know, that, like I said, like with Dexter's apartment and with the other apartment that I was talking about. But this place, our apartment was on the other side, so nobody can see into our apartment except if you're Superman and fly up to see us from the balcony. So anyways, we got in there. I was scared.
It was scary though. We were high up.
So you guys go in and it's like this weird looking hallway with this weird triangle looking cabinet. And we went in straight away and it's just this big space, which is bedroom, kitchen, living room, and there was no fridge.
They removed the kitchen almost.
There was no fridge.
Nothing.
There was nothing there. The floor was completely ruined with tape from the carpet before.
Because they removed the carpet.
And then on the side, you know, on the side of
there's no boards on the side.
Yeah, you know, like, I don't know if you can see there, like on those sides, they have, there's this lining thing.
Yeah.
They removed it, you know, below the sink, and there's a hole. It was so scary looking, guys. I thought he was gonna kidnap us or something. It felt so unsafe. We go into the balcony, which was quite big, you know.
Yes, we would have planted a lot of plants, like super big.
The balcony was quite big, and then we can look out, and there's like this garden area for everyone. When we were talking to this guy, we were like, so
seemed like someone died.
And so he was so odd. Like he was quiet. He was so quiet.
He was hiding something.
There was this weird looking splashes on the walls. Follow your gut. You do not want to go against what you're feeling like in your tummy. If something feels wrong, it means there's something wrong. We were both questioning things. Like I was asking about the floor, and he was like,
it was creaking.
And the way he was saying,
squeaking.
The way he was talking, I was like, yeah. And we were like, oh, so the fridge, there's no fridge. Yeah, there's no fridge. Like he was just saying back to us what we were, like our questions, he just said it back as an answer.
And I told him, oh, the price, so will that go down because we would need to renovate this place, like totally.
He said no.
Total renovation.
He just said no. Because he said the price was already good. Then we went into the bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom.
We went into the bathroom and I was like,
the bathroom.
Oh, it's.
He said, oh, it's a nice bathroom.
Yes.
And I said, I don't think it's nice.
Yeah.
And then he like disapproved or disagreed with me. He said, oh, it's a nice bathroom.
Yeah, so he was very unprofessional.
Also no doorbell, no doorbell.
No doorbell.
Tell them what he said about the doorbell.
Oh my god, the doorbell. So we were about to go out and we were like looking up and there's this weird looking doorbell thing, but it was like disconnected with this wire.
Yeah,
and
the wires were out.
I was like, what's that? And then Mom was like, yeah, what is that? And he said, oh, that's a bed. And then Mom was like,
are you going to fix it?
It looks like it's not a bell anymore.
I said, are you going to fix it? And he said, no. You just buy a thing like that, a small one, 25. It's only 25 crowns. Buy it at the store.
It was so odd. He was
the
so
wires
odd.
were popping out. Don't go to this realtor. Their name is 4 letters, begins with R.
Okay, yeah.
Don't go.
There's not that many big realtors here, so you can figure it out quite easily. So, and it's an English 4-letter word. Okay, anyways.
And how about the neighbors? One door, one apartment said, I have COVID. Don't come in.
Yes. What the heck? The only good thing about this place was the location. And if the location is the only thing you like, that means you can look around for other places. So that's when we went to apartment number 6, which is this apartment.
Is this number 6?
Yes.
Not 7?
Yeah. Remember we looked here first and we went to that one and we were like, no, let's call back to this one.
Oh, I say.
So anyways, apartment number 6 is our home.
And Maria found this.
This apartment is a dupe of, if you're a nail polish person, it's like a copy and paste of my favorite apartment, which was apartment number 6.
And this is
3.
This is so close to Copenhagen.
So apartment number 3, as I said earlier, I loved it. This place gave me that vibe. So I fell in love so fast because even just looking on the outside, I was like, yes. We hadn't even looked inside. Yes, we were looking out there and there's a tennis court. So apartment, this place, I honestly was like, we probably won't get it. Let's just go for fun. That was honestly something I was thinking, like, are we just gonna go there to look for fun, you know? Because I didn't think
Maria, that one is more expensive.
Yeah, I didn't think Mama would say yes, because she didn't want to say yes to apartment 3, even though she did like the place, but the price she didn't like. And so it's like, oh, she's the more responsible one. So I was like, she's not gonna say yes to this place.
But so love, the monthly fee of this is, I think, cheaper than the one you loved, than the number 3.
Because also this place is also more on the fancy side, and I was thinking, no way we're gonna get there. There's a common like garden space, and it's so pretty looking.
The laundromat, oh.
I really did not even think we could get it. So when we got here, I was just like playing, it felt like I was playing a game. And we got here and we got a really tall looking dude as our realtor. So this is when we switched over to Dan Booley, which is our...
Write it on the screen.
Yeah, okay, Dan Booley. We love them, but they're like a sibling where you kind of want to fight with them too. Unlike EDC, which is your twin. Dan Booley is our sibling. So we got to this place and he was so anyways, he was very nice. We got here first. Yeah, we got to the apartment first, and this is quite high up. We were on the top floor, and it was quite a lot of stairs, but doesn't feel that hard because it's wide. We obviously can't show that much with this place because obviously we live here.
Stairs, it's like high-end stairs.
Obviously,
like you feel safe. It's wide. You don't feel like, oh, you're trapped, and you don't feel like you're going to fall.
So with the other places, I showed you guys the outside. So with this one, obviously I can't. But just, you know, imagine it. We were waiting on top. Then he got up, tall-looking dude, and he opened the doors. And the first thing I was like, it's taking him some time, but I didn't think about it so much. I was just thinking like it was hard for him to do it.
Oh, because of the deadbolt.
Yeah. So anyways, we got in and straight away I was like, oh, MG, this is apartment 3. It looked just like apartment 3 kind of.
I get the same vibe and I thought, oh,
yeah,
right.
I know. It's okay, I didn't film that much for this place because I can just add it with me filming now. But because I didn't film that much because I didn't think we would get it. So anyways, we got in, bathroom straight away. Bathroom, it's so big, and I was like, wait, there's a litter box? Because there's 2 cats who lived there before. And there's the hallway, and the hallway, it has a built-in cabinets. It's like, it's one huge cabinet, but it's 3, yeah, it's 3 like sections, and that we really love. We straight away asked, can we keep this if we do buy it? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk with the owner. And then there's even a place for your shoes, and then there's this, as you can see right behind us, glass door.
Maria loves that.
It looks so fancy. I don't know what and it's so Scandinavian, that thing.
Yeah. Swedish,
you know. And I got in here and I'm like, oh yes.
Lots of cabinets.
So many cabinets. And the kitchen, I love it because it's an L shape. So there's so much. I'm in the kitchen right now. We're in the kitchen on the floor, and there's so much space. When I'm cooking, Mama could easily, you know, go to the fridge. She can sit here. She can go there without us feeling crowded.
It's even better than in our Oregon house.
And there's an oven, there's stove, electric stove.
In this tiny home.
Ventilator. Yeah, this is just 42 square meters.
This is just 42 square meters.
A huge freezer. And we got used to like big stuff in the US. The US spoiled us quite a lot when it comes to space. The dishwasher, guys. Oh, we have never had a dishwasher here in Denmark before. And so that was really exciting.
In the States we have.
There's an area for your spices where it like rolls out like that, which has always been a
tiny home tour.
Yeah. Then there was an area for a table. So I love the windows, how big they are. The view of the greenery outside is huge. Huge trees outside. Yeah,
that's what you see.
And it's far from the road, so you can't hear it as much as if we were on the road right there with the other apartments. Then behind us, as you can see, there were, back then was like an area kind of like this. We set it up kind of like the same.
Yeah, we just copied them.
Yes, there was like a sofa. It was also great. And then there was a coffee table or a sofa table, and then there was also kind of like a cabinet thing, and it was an area for their cats. The cats were adorable. I wanted to get the cats too. And then there's like a little area behind the sofa which has become my room, and
they put like a wall,
half wall.
Yeah, half wall.
But there is a lot of space for working out outside. There's a tennis court close to Copenhagen, close to the mall.
The laundromat.
The laundry room. Okay,
it's not in the basement. It's like on the ground floor.
Yes.
So you don't need to be afraid, and there's glass.
Yes. So the thing with this place that also stood out was that laundry room, because in most places, like I said earlier, you're in the dungeon. It's scary looking, and you never know what will happen in there.
Here, I wouldn't be afraid to send Maria down.
No, it's not scary, because in those other places, like, yeah, you know, there's lots of security cameras, but once something happened, it has happened, and here you don't get that much jail time. So,
you kill someone here.
Yeah, so like you can't erase memories, and so I would never want to risk anything scary happening. The ejerforening with this place is another thing we really love, because they are quite organized. And when I was reading, because the contract is so big, guys, it's so thick, when I was reading, it was so much. And also another pro with this place, it's not really the place, but what we did before going here, we hired a new Boligadvokat. Peter, I'll name him Peter. He's
the perfect lawyer.
Yeah,
you can't find a better lawyer.
So we contacted him straight away and asked him our questions, and he was so nice. He was saving us so many times. He was just amazing. Anyways, so that's another big pro of this journey in this apartment, which is why everything went so great.
We will always hire Peter.
Always.
And we have an extra room on the ground floor. It's nice. It's not scary. It's not scary.
That's another huge pro, is we're not in the basement for that either. Our extra room where you can put your storage, it's
on the ground floor.
On the ground floor. Danbury is another pro. Even though we got a little frustrated with them, in the end they did, you know, pull through. After we looked at this place, we had another apartment appointment to go to, because at this time we didn't realize yet that we wanted apartment 6. So we go on to apartment number 7.
Oh, this one.
This apartment is, when we went to this place, we weren't thinking that we were gonna get this apartment 6 yet, at all. We weren't even thinking it yet. We were getting so tired at this point. We were like, we need a place now. So we were getting a bit annoyed. We did learn, by the way, guys, from our experience of signing too early before we had everything settled with the bank. So when we were looking at apartment 7,
We waited.
We said to apartment 6 we want to think about it first, even though he did say somebody else is looking at it, blah 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 blah. You know, when they say that often, it doesn't mean anything. They don't have somebody else looking at it.
Sometimes they mean it.
Yeah, but often
like
they want to.
Forest apartment.
Yeah, but often they want to push you. Anyway, outside it's super pretty, very clean, tidy. We're sitting outside. It was so awkward. We were waiting for the realtor to come. This is EDC again, by the way, guys. We were so excited to see that EDC had an apartment viewing. We were like, yeah, we're gonna choose them because they did so good before. Yeah, and so we were waiting, and this girl came, woman. And I was looking at her and smiling, and I was thinking,
she smiled too, but
not so much.
Not so much. I think she assumed just because we look like foreigners that we.
No, don't say that, Mama. Anyway, so she was smiling, and I was looking at her, and she was looking at us, and I'm thinking, are you the realtor? But then she went to the door, and she called somebody on her phone so she could open the door, and then. I don't know, it was
because we were just biking lah.
Yeah, I know, we had our bikes.
And some are
I know some are judgy, but we shall not assume. Then I stood up because I was like, hello, I think
awkward.
I think you're waiting for us and we're waiting for you. Why are you so far away from us? And I stood
afraid we'll mug.
Ay, Mama. and I stood up and I was like, are you the real EDC? And she's like, oh yeah. And I'm thinking, why you not ask us when you come here? Hello?
No, why?
Yeah, anyways, we shall not assume. Anyway, so she showed us up. She was very nice. Showed us up went up to the apartment. Straight away, I was thinking no. You know why?
No, I wasn't thinking no right away. Yeah, but me. But you know what really turned me off? It was the woman, even though she was trying to be nice, because she didn't even say yes to lowering the price.
Wait, we're not there yet.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, so we got into the apartment, and straight away I was turned off because it looked so messy in there. It was carpet, and
you don't like carpets.
And so we asked if the carpet is removable. The thing I was thinking, when you say removable, I was thinking something like you can just remove it without there being glue under there. And she said yes, and then later she said no, that there is glue under there, meaning it would look like the other apartment where it looked like a horror.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. So this is not the time to show agates. There was a balcony though, which Mama liked. I did like it kind of, but it's, you know, our view was the driveway. The kitchen was tight, very tight, looked old-fashioned. I wanted to repaint everything in there. Everything looked cluttered, and I could not think because I'm very OCD, and I do not like it when everything's so disproportionate. And the bathroom was also very old-fashioned. During this time, we were extremely stressed because of bunk things. We were very stressed out because because of a lot of personal things, and then also we had recently, you know, just if you guys don't know, moved from the US. Mama had, and so it was like the whole transition thing. And if you guys have ever moved abroad, when you have to like move all of your, you know, things, I don't know, paperwork, lots of paperwork, and you know, all of the boring things, is so stressful. And so during this time, we could not think straight, and we just wanted to move so we could have our own place where we could, you know, organize our life. Also, this place was the balcony in the neighborhood. It was not good enough because the cons were too long. The laundry room she showed us, it was the most bizarre looking thing. I don't know what that even was. We got in there, and the washing machine was this tiny. You could fit one t-shirt in there, and then there was a dryer which was this tiny.
No.
Storage room for your extra room was also in the basement looking thing, and I don't know, it was like a labyrinth.
I mean, I love basements in a house.
Yeah, but not where we share it with other people.
You know, after I said, can they lower the price? And then she said, no. And then she said, oh, maybe you should ask the other house. And that's this, the other apartment. The bathroom, I don't even remember.
There was no space to eat, by the way. There was no space to eat. Like, where would we eat? There was this tiny looking table.
He had the keyboard.
Yeah, but there was this tiny looking table thing in the kitchen, which you pull up from the side of the wall.
Yeah. It's like IKEA.
I. And so when she said, maybe you guys should ask the other apartment, we're like,
it's like, are you the realtor of this place?
Yeah, and then we were like, you know what? Maybe we should. So what we did.
Oh, that's also the reason we chose this.
Yeah. So after this, we said, we didn't say no, but we went outside to the like garage area, and Mama got on the phone and we called Dan Booley for apartment number 6, for this apartment. And we were like, yo, hello, we really want to get your place, but luckily
we got this second realtor of Dan Booley.
Yeah.
Luckily, the first one, the young one, didn't answer because this one is much older and sold us the place. And I said, because the realtor of this one, I asked, oh, can they lower the price? No, he said.
Yeah, he's very young.
I will never get the house that won't let you, you know,
not even bargain a little bit.
Yeah, haggle. So I thought, but then when I called, the other one was busy, the young one was busy, and this guy,
he's Middle Eastern like me.
And then he said, yes, I will call the owner. And then I said, and we want to move August 1.
He was so animated, and I love it when they're so passionate, obviously very passionate about his job. And he was like, Mama said August 1 and lower the price. He said, all right, let me call the owner right now. Oh, that honestly,
I thought he won't call back. And then
so he called
after 5 minutes.
He calls us after 5 minutes with us still being there in the parking lot, and he said, you know, the owner of this place, past owner now, but the owner, he said it would be a dream to sell us the place.
And he lowered the price. So instead of 100% of what we said, he said okay to 75%.
Yes. So
and you have to haggle like from 5 to 14%. We got 5%.
Yeah. When this happened, I was like, OMG, are we gonna get apartment 6? Because I didn't even think about getting this place. And quite quickly, we contacted our lawyer, and he, you know,
it's like everything was just falling into place.
Yeah, into place, like perfectly almost.
So it's like a sign from God.
Also,
this is the apartment.
Everything with the bank. So okay, earlier I said that I never get angry. So the thing is, here, when you buy a place, like in other countries, you have to like tell your bank about it, because you can't just, you know, remove a lot of money and then they're like, where's the money?
But
you can't do that.
They didn't even want to open my bank account. So I had a bank account there, they didn't want to open it.
Anyways, we went to the bank because we had to like figure everything out. And this is the first time I got angry, like, publicly. I wasn't that, it was that bad.
Yes.
But anyways,
they were afraid of you.
No, but we... Anyways,
they were afraid.
So during all of this, the only stressful thing that was left was the bank. And so we went to the bank, and I was so pissed off because the people working there were saying different things, and this one guy got COVID, and which, you know, it's not his fault, whatever, unless he went to a party, then it's his fault. He's a fart.
And more documents, even though I sent.
They wanted all of our documents. I mean, more. I mean, what more do you want? Our blood? And I was like so annoyed.
We already sent.
It's so annoying because when you have to send.
Then Maria exploded.
Yeah, because I sent everything on the email one by one. I had to click on it.
No, you exploded when you said, because they were asking if I'm working. You said, her husband just died.
Because I didn't scream.
No, but you raised your
I said it like
and
this.
I thought, whoa.
Because
I was looking at Maria and I was like thinking, be nice.
I was annoyed.
It's usually me.
Because guys,
it's usually me arguing. I don't usually argue, but it's just me arguing.
I know, but
Maria.
I know you shouldn't really do that with the bank, but I was getting so annoyed because often
you felt like they were bullying. That's why.
Often you shouldn't do that with banks, with lawyers, with doctors, with people who have
or with chefs.
when you need something from them, you shouldn't, because
they won't give you good service.
Yeah, so it's not like I was just getting stressed because they were taking weeks, forever and ever and ever.
A month?
They were asking my mom if she had work, she's working right now, and they were being so condescending because everyone works here. But the thing is, she's brand new basically again. She lived here before, but I mean, she just moved back, and I was like, her husband just died. She just moved here from another country, and I said, and she doesn't have a bank. How will she work? And then do you want her to work first before she gets a bank? How will she get paid? And I was like, I was getting so stressed out. I said, what more do you want? We sent all of the paperwork. That should be enough. Just give her a card.
Oh my god, I couldn't believe. She was so angry. You were having PMS too.
Yes, but anyways, after that experience, I should have filmed it. After that experience, everything, you know, right now when we just say it out loud, it sounds like it was just like everything fell into place. It was so easy.
It's so hard.
It took so long, so many calls. That was our whole journey. So if you guys have, you know, any questions, I'll do my best.
It was very stressful.
It will be okay in the end. We did get a place in the end. We're very happy here.
We will not do it again.
So you just be careful out there, guys. You don't want to regret buying a place and then you're not happy with the place because you rushed it. Just take your time and it will be fine in the end if you take your time. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Shout out to all of our foreigners out there, fellow foreigners.
Be careful out there.
Be careful out there, guys.
It's scary.
Yes, and you do have the right to speak in English, okay? You can't.
Yes,
they can't force you to speak in Danish. You don't want to go to a place and then not understand anything they're saying. Yeah. So if you're more comfortable with English, speak English.
It's good that you speak and understand, but you don't need to speak Danish because you might miss something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. And subscribe if you want, like if you want. Adios. Say bye.
Bye.
I hope this video isn't 1 hour long.
I just wanna be with you right now. 너의 기억 속에 남아서